everyone, we're going to get started. If I could have the supervisor and our great state senator, Weingart Rose, please proceed to the front. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, well, welcome everyone. If I could please have your attention, we're about to get started. We still have a couple seats right over here, but if you want to stand, that's perfectly fine. Well, hello everyone. My name is Ivan Sulik. I'm the Homeless and Housing Deputy for Supervisor Hahn. In addition, her Norwalk deputy.
Oh yeah, that's another one too.
Sometimes driver, you know. And it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the grand opening, ribbon cutting of the Weingart Rose housing development. Let's give Weingart a round of applause. So why don't we get started with our, we're going to have an invocation led by Michael Gutierrez, the senior pastor of Redeemer Church. Michael, if you could please come up.
Good morning, everyone. Would you pray with me? Dear God, we thank you, Lord. We thank you for this beautiful day, God. What a day of sunshine we have this morning. God, what a beautiful day of new beginnings at this property, at this apartment complex here, God. You have initiated this work for people to have affordable housing in our community, and that is something that we are grateful for, that they have a place to call their own in this community, God. God, I thank you for the leaders in this community. I thank you for Janice Hahn. I thank you for Bob Archuleta. I thank you for the city council, God. Anybody who had a hand in bringing this place to be, God, I thank you for them and their faithful work as they work day in and day out in our community to make it the best that it can be for us, God. I thank you for them, and I pray that you continue to bless their efforts as they continue to lead our community and the surrounding LA community into a brighter future, God. God, I pray for this property as families move in, God. I pray that you would keep them safe on this property. I pray that you would keep them fed on this property, God, that you would give them a place over their head to have and to come home to, God. We know in this world, Lord, there are many people who do not have homes, and so we are grateful for this place, God, that people can call their home. And I pray that you continue to lay your hands on this place. I pray that you continue to guide the property manager and the leaders of this place, God, to make it a great apartment complex for our community, God. We also thank you for our neighbors, Mr. Rosewoods, God. We thank you for Jason and all he does for our community, God. And I pray that you continue to bless him and bless this whole place in this surrounding community, God. We lift it up to you, and we know that you are the God and author of all things. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Thank you so much, Michael. Now, it gives me great pleasure to bring Angelo Maldonado, who's the commander of our American Legion Norwalk Post. Angelo.
As we do the Pledge of Allegiance, I'd like to remind everybody there's approximately 90,000 homeless, or not homeless, deported veterans. They could be homeless, but deported veterans that are not here to do this pledge with us. Please face the flag of our nation. Place your hand over your heart. Those in uniform, please salute.
Our veterans can salute as well.
And veterans may salute as well, yes. Yes, Airborne. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Airborne.
Airborne.
Thank you, Angelo. Now, it gives me great pleasure. We have some very special guests with us. First, it gives me great pleasure and to just do some introductions first. First, we have obviously our Supervisor Janice Hahn, with us from the 4th District. We have our State Senator Bob Archuleta with us. Being hosted here in the beautiful city of Norwalk, we have the Vice Mayor, Jennifer Perez. We have Councilman Rick Ramirez. Councilwoman Margarita Rios. And with Councilmember Rios, we have Jose Rios, who's on our Norwalk La Mirada School Board. All the way from Whittier, we have a visitor, the mayor of the City of Whittier, Giovannitteri. We have representing our Assemblywoman, Blanca Pacheco. Genesis Pampa is with us. Genesis, thank you. Representing our Congresswoman, Linda Sanchez. Yulisa Chavez is with us. Yulisa, thank you. We have the Executive Director of the Norwalk Chamber, Karen Spilsbury, with us. Karen. We have the President of the Norwalk Chamber and owner of Mr. Rosewoods, Jason Perez. Thank you so much for being with us. We have Doris Sandoval, who's the County Commissioner on Economy and Efficiency Commission, appointed by the Supervisor, and her lovely mother, Esperanza Serrano, who's the Senior Commissioner here in the City of Norwalk. We also have Richard Legaspi, who's the Public Safety Commissioner here in the City of Norwalk. Richard, thank you. We have Natalie Legaspi, who's on the Arts and Public Places Commission. Thank you for being with us, Natalie. And I think that's it. If I didn't call on you, see me to the side and I'll make sure you're introduced. Oh wait, I have one more. I just felt it. I have Rick Oriano, who from the Southeast Los Angeles County Workforce Development Board. Rick, thank you so much for being with us, Rick. And I almost forgot, we have the city manager for the City of Norwalk, Jesus Gomez. The guy who's behind the scenes making all these things possible. So now, it gives me great pleasure to bring up the Chief Operating Officer of the Weingart Center, Tanya Borkin. Please, Tanya.
Well, good morning, Norwalk. I think you can do better than that. Good morning, Norwalk. All right. As Ivan said, I'm Tanya Boykin. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of the Weingart Center, and on behalf of our Board of Directors, many are here today, our senior leadership team, and our staff, and most importantly, the residents. This is fully leased. We welcome you to the Weingart Rose. This community is a labor of love. It hosts 55 fully furnished apartments. It has amazing amenities, including dog park, on-site laundry services, a host of activities. It also combines comprehensive wraparound services for those in need. And again, we just couldn't, dog park, can't forget the dog park, those are my favorites. And we're just really thrilled to be here. I want to be brief because there's many more people for you all to speak to, but I'd like to thank some other individuals in addition to the wonderful city and county individuals that Ivan has just mentioned. I'd like to also mention the City of Norwalk and the Norwalk Housing Authority. Thank you. The County of Los Angeles CEO's Office of Homeless Initiatives. The California Department of Housing and Community Development, the Los Angeles County Development Authority, and again, the Office of Supervisor Janice Hahn. Thank you again. Additionally, we want to thank the LA County Public Works, LASA, which we couldn't do this without, PBWS Architects, and Switch Construction. Again, I said this building is fully leased, so we want to welcome you to Weingart Rose and to this fabulous community. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Tanya. Now it gives me great pleasure to bring up the Supervisor of the 4th District, Supervisor Janice Hahn.
Thank you, Ivan. He outranks me, doesn't he, the senator? Okay.
You're
And
the star of the day.
thank you, Ivan, for always doing such a great job. I've already, from the moment I got out of my car, I was bombarded with people who wanted to specifically thank me for having Ivan on my staff and how hard he works. He cares about everyone, and whoever he finds that's in need, he is going to make sure that he finds them a place to live. And besides all that, let's give him a round of applause for being such a great MC. kind of lost my voice a little bit. I was yelling for the Dodgers on Monday night, and then I found myself yelling at the Dodgers the last couple of nights. And Angelo, thank you so much for being here and leading us in our Pledge of Allegiance. You are so dear to so many of us. Thank you for your service and for how much you love this country and our communities. Well, good morning, everyone. It's great to be here with all of you to celebrate the grand opening of the Weingart Rose. Now, Tanya, you said 55, but I had my remarks 54. What is it, 54 or 55?
5 units, 1 unit for the managers.
Okay, thank you. So, 55 new studio apartments right here in the city of Norwalk. And you know, we're not just cutting a ribbon today, right? We're opening doors, literally. Doors for people to have safety, stability, and an opportunity for people who for too long didn't have anything and they did not have a place to call home. And you don't realize how important that is for each and every one of us to have a place that we can call home. This property was a former Motel 6 that was purchased by the County of Los Angeles in 2020 during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. I like the way, Jennifer, you're smiling. We have a long history on this property. And thanks to Governor Newsom, this was his idea. Governor Newsom had the idea of Project Home Key. And it's really one of the most innovative housing projects in California's history. And through Home Key, we're transforming existing buildings into permanent homes for people experiencing homelessness. And we're doing it faster, smarter, and more cost-effective than ever before. And if I've heard one thing, and I don't know, Senator, if you've heard it too, from people during this whole crisis, they're like, why can't you take existing buildings? Why can't you take unused facilities and turn them into places for those who are experiencing homeless, instead of building from the ground up brand new projects? And that's exactly what this is. We took an existing facility, and Weingart and all the people you mentioned, Tonya, transformed this into, again, beautiful homes. And the site here in Norwalk is proof that when we act boldly, thank you, and collaboratively, I don't think that's going to help, we can turn vision into reality. And every unit here represents a life changed. A person who will no longer sleep in a car, on a sidewalk, or in a shelter. And I've met 2 of them this morning, which I think you're going to get to meet, that are exactly those kinds of people who now will have a place. None of this would have been possible without our governor and the investment from the state of California. Thank you, Senator Bob Archuleta, for giving us the money for this project. How much did you give us?
$7.6 million.
$7.6 million. Thank you, Bob Archuleta and the state of California. And I gotta say thank you to the City of Norwalk. I really have to say thank you. We've come a long way. Vice Mayor Jennifer Perez, Council Members Rick Ramirez, Margarita Rios, and your city manager, Jesus Gomez, is with us here today. But you know what I love about this? It did start out a little rocky, let's just be honest. And that's okay. That's okay, because anytime you build a project like this, you know, you will get some concerns, some anxieties, and by the way, all of us are elected to represent the communities that elected us. And we have to listen to their concerns when we do things. But sometimes you need to look at the greater good. And you need to have leadership and show leadership and bring your communities along with you. And you do that with good outreach, good communication, and the willingness to make compromises and work together. And this project, to me, in my entire political career, shows all of that great collaboration with you and the City of Norwalk. Thank you for getting us here today. And I just want to give a shout out to Jason Perez, Mr. Rosewoods. Great restaurant, we all love it. It's such an iconic institution here. But Jason has gone above and beyond and is giving each of the residents a $290 gift card for them to spend at Rosewoods. Thank you for that. That is a really sweet, above and beyond commitment from you, Jason. That is so meaningful. And thank you to the Weingart Center, Tonya, all of the people who are here, all of what you do. You have built a beautiful project. And thank you for getting this project across the finish line and creating such a beautiful place. You know what, everybody? When people say, will we ever end homelessness in LA County? I don't know the answer to that. But this is how we end homelessness in LA County, one project at a time. Thank you for being here, Tonya Boykin. Woo! Boys, can you come up here and let me present to you this beautiful, look at the roses. Oh, yeah, I'll come down, I'll come. Yeah, where's my photographer?
Thank you, Supervisor. Before we get to our senator, we have one more special guest, a former Assembly member, Shelly Morales Havlish. Thank you, Sally, for being with us. Sally, thank you. Sally, our former Assembly member. Now, it gives me great pleasure to bring up a champion for us in our California State Senate up in Sacramento, our Senator Bob Archuleta.
Well, Ivan, I want to echo all the support you've gotten and received from the supervisor. And I don't think most of us who are in leadership positions, when we're finding that we find an employee, a staff member, who gives it his all or her all every single day. You fit that mold, and you've got that bar so high, I'm telling you, my entire staff is, I want to be like Ivan. I want to be like Ivan. So, and that holds true for the city staffs and the county and everyone else. Dedication is so important when you take on these roles. I was talking to some teachers yesterday, school teachers in Santa Fe Springs, and I talked to the teacher of the year. And I said to her, you must realize and have accepted the fact that teaching is a calling. You know, it's not a job or career, it's a calling. The good Lord put you in that position. And because of that, you are making a difference in the lives of these children. Well, today, Janice Hahn, you've made a life difference in the lives of these people. Because Janice Hahn, over the years that we've known each other, we've gone parallel, side by side in every project and everything we do together. And that bond and friendship has expanded, and we've proven to everyone that, you know, you might not like us individually, but I'm telling you, you put us together, we're tough. We're pretty tough. And when we set our goals to go ahead and help the community, as Norwalk has done today, because it is Norwalk, the City Council, every one of you who said, you know what, I'm going to join the team, because the team is part of the future, part of what we're trying to do. Do something about homelessness. You know, I think we keep saying we want to end it, but we can't end it without taking the first step. And every city is joining in and contributing land or the effort from the city and joining with the county and the state. So when this opportunity came up, Of course I jumped in. Of course I knocked on the door. Of course the governor stepped up and said, what does Norwalk need to get this done? And we all said, collectively, $7.6 million. Wow, but think of the lives it's going to save. And I will tell you that things are tough right now. I think all of us know that. Those who are receiving any kind of subsistence, any kind of aid, any kind of help, are really questioning what the future looks like. So we have to jump in, the county, the city, the state, and say, we're not forgetting you. We're not forgetting our veterans. We're not going to forget our homeless, and we're certainly not going to listen anymore to the negative, but we are going to listen to the positive. And the positive says, keep serving the community, keep providing for the community, and stand up for those who need help. Stand up for those who want to participate in the American dream. So I'd like to again thank my partner in crime, Janice Hahn. God bless you for what you do and taking on so many of the leadership roles in the county. And I know that all of us join together day after day, and we appreciate the county services. And this young man, Janice Hahn, he's done it for me. And I got a call, and I'll tell you this little story of a couple who's been trying to adopt a family, adopt a young baby, and the roadblocks were there. And I just couldn't understand it. Good, hardworking people want to adopt. They were on their way to receive the baby, and then they got the call. Oh, it didn't work. System went bad. I said, we can't allow that. I called my dear friend, and he got on the phone, and I could feel that he went through the phone and grabbed somebody by the collar and said, we've got to change this system.
Well, that's not even his department.
It's not even his department.
Right, that's not
You can't imagine. Well, and I will tell you this. The Pio Pico Women's Club called me and said they need a bus to transport the women, about 75 women downtown to visit a museum. Let's see, who do I call? Ivan! Sure enough, the bus pulled. I don't know how he does it. I think, he's got everyone frightened in their boots. That's what it is. But Ivan, don't you stop. Don't you ever change. And I think you're doing a great job. But going back to doing a great job, the $7.6 million that we say we got from the state, it was all of us. Our assembly members and our Senate members, and of course the governor's staff, the governor himself. It's everybody. When we vote for that budget, all of us vote for it. So it's not just me by myself, but thank you for the credit, but it is the entire state of California coming together and realizing that housing is so important. The Community Development Department that the governor started exactly for this purpose, addressing homelessness exactly for this purpose. Local impact, but joining together as we have with Norwalk. And I can't say enough about Norwalk, honestly. Norwalk puts it out there, whether it's Veterans Day, whether it's Memorial Day, whether it's the parades, whether it's acknowledging our veterans, our police officers, our firefighters. The bond that Norwalk has with the community, Janice Hahn, is unbelievable, one of a kind. And that partnership is why we're able to stand up, and we're going to go ahead and continue doing that. So we're efficient in Norwalk. We're result-driven in Norwalk, and we're commitment to the community is there, no doubt. So we're going to turn this project here into an example where it should be all over, whether it's to emphasize to our guest, a mayor from Whittier, to and we have one in Whittier, the turnkey. We have one in La Habra Heights. It goes on and on. Because of the fact we can't have buildings like this sitting idle, empty, or even abused by those that would do that. So we're able to jump in and make a difference. And it is measurable. It is measurable by the results. Measurable by the fact that people now, and I want you to look across the door here. We got Halloween coming up. And one of the residents here, right here to my back, to my rear, has taken pride in their new home and is decorated. I think it's right behind me here. You can see the skeletons and the whatever's there. But when you have your own home and you want to decorate it for Christmas or Halloween, whatever, is you have the pride. And I think that's what we were shooting for. Pride in ownership. Because for these people that are here, this is pride. Pride of ownership. And they're going to give back to the city. And understand this, everyone. These are residents now. They're voting residents. So let's get them registered Let's get them registered because they're going to be part of the community. And it is a stepping stone for a better life. And because of that, we're going to honor them as they grow and prosper and move on to the next level to having one day their own personal property. But I will tell you this, it couldn't have happened without every one of you. And because of that, I brought a certificate of appreciation and acknowledgement from the state of California. And I've spent all my money on my airplane flight, so I don't have this beautiful scroll. So I put it in the flight to carry this over. Right? To get this on the plane, it was an extra $480, right? Anyway, so please, where are you? Come on up here. The Weingart Center, in recognition of your grand opening, the Weingart Rose. Did we attach the name Rose because Mr. Perez, is that what we did? I think Rosewood. Okay. Well, the Weingart Center, in recognition of your opening of the Weingart Rose, is a permanent supportive housing development featuring 54. Now I heard 55, go hit 60, 65, 70. Okay. 54 units dedicated to individuals transitioning out of homelessness. This event reflects strong commitment by the Weingart Center to provide support for those working for a better life for themselves and their families. So on behalf of the state of California, the 30th Senate District, as your senator, I commend you for addressing this issue of homelessness and taking this step forward and making sure that we provide a good, affordable, futuristic living condition for those in need. So thank you for the opportunity, and God bless you for your service.
I'm going to take several, sir.
And before, oh, one more. And before I step down, all of you that are here, I'd like to give a big shout out for the Sheriff Department, our firefighters, and our veterans, and everyone who's here today, and of course the staff at Norwalk. Thank you for what you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. There we go. Now it gives me great pleasure to bring up the Vice Mayor for the City of Norwalk and also a board member on the Executive Committee of Regional Homeless Alignment, which is a new committee where Mayor Perez was elected by her fellow council members from the gateway cities to serve on this regional committee to make sure that every city is getting the resources they need to address our homeless issue here in Los Angeles County. So it gives me great pleasure to bring up Vice Mayor Jennifer Perez.
This poor microphone. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. Janice, I'm going to go off script for a minute. Shocker. Thank you for acknowledging the journey. I think that's what this truly is. It really has been a journey from start to finish, and I could not be even more happier. Like, I know that's not proper grammar. I'm going to throw it out the window right now. But it's the journey that gets us to where we are today. The bumps, the conversations, the confusion, the misunderstandings, the back and forth. But we've always had open conversations and open communication, whether it's a text message, a phone call, an Ivan, a Jesus, whatever it may be. Thank you for continuing the journey with us. And Senator, right there with us, continuing to see what is needed and really listening to all of us to bring us together. And that's what it's all about. Good morning once again, everyone. It is truly a pleasure and an honor to be here. We have acknowledged all of our special guests today, but I want to give a huge shout out to our Norwalk Housing Department. Can I just say to Bethany, the team, everybody, we were having a conversation. 48 days. from start to finish. 48 days, you got this wonderful opportunity and facility 100% occupied. So the congratulations today really goes out to you all. Thank you so much. The Weingart Rose represents the heart of Weingart Center's mission to end homelessness through permanent supportive housing. The mission is also shared by the City of Norwalk, the county, and the state. We have here in Norwalk our dedicated homeless outreach staff called our HOPE team that consists of public safety, our Norwalk social service team, and everybody at Norwalk City Hall. This group tirelessly is there to bring stability to our unhoused population year-round. Here in Norwalk, we have another point of stability to celebrate right here. Each Weingart Center unit here offers the safety and a chance for residents to rebuild their lives with dignity and purpose. The Weingart model combines housing with on-site wraparound services, and that is key. So important, and thank you for realizing how important it is for each one of your projects. This approach helps people not only find community, the support it brings, but thrives in it. Remember, homelessness is not the last stop for people. For Norwalk and our community here, as partners, we are opening doors to another chance for individuals and families to build a stronger and brighter future. That could not happen without community. On behalf of the Norwalk City Council, thank you to the Weingart Foundation, LA County Board of Supervisor Janice Hahn and your team, Senator Bob Archuleta, and to our entire Norwalk staff. Thank you again for making this project possible. Now we do have a certificate, so Tanya, please join myself and my council members so we can present you with a certificate from the City of Norwalk.
Keep those beautiful smiles. I might need a picture over here. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. And again, thank you to the City of Norwalk, Jesus, and your team. Thank you so much. Now it gives me great pleasure to bring up the owner of Mr. Rosewoods, our neighbor to this project, who has the best menudo and pozole ever. Try the 50-50. It's the best thing you'll ever have. Jason Perez. Jason.
Wow, what an introduction, right? I want to start by saying good morning to all of you. Great to have all you guys here. Really good to be connected, and you know, the communication between all of us, I think, hasn't stopped. So I really want to thank you guys personally and appreciate that. I think we should proclaim October 30th Ivan Day, because Ivan's giving all the credit today, right? Great job, great job. But I do have a little presentation for you. You might join me up here. Thank you guys very much. We appreciate it. In recognition, Norwalk Chamber of Commerce for the Weingart, for your grand opening of fully leased all the
And then everyone, we have food catered by Mr. Rosewoods in the back. We have sandwiches, horchata, lemonade, wings, and some other things. So feel free. Everyone has to grab something before you leave. And now to sort of wrap up and end our program, we want to hear from a tenant from here. And so Claudia, why don't you come up? Claudia is well known here in Norwalk, is a Norwalk commissioner, but found herself with some challenges. And so eventually we were able to get her here into the Weingart Rose. So Claudia, why don't you just say a few words?
Thank you. I want to say thank you, Supervisor Janice Hahn, Senator Genesis, Nandi, Jesus Gomez, Ossie Ramos. You guys never let go of my hands. I was living in a motel for 10 months. I can remember the day I called Ivan. I don't have nowhere to go. It seems so cold and I have to be out by side. Ivan is like, give me an hour. That's all I need. An hour? In an hour I had a place, a safe place to be there. And 10 months later he's like, we have a place for you. So thank you. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for having a wonderful team. Genesis, thank you for every time I call you, you were there. Nandi, you too. City Manager Jesus Gomez too, awesome. Miss Cardenas too, for everything you guys did. A lot of people didn't know that I was homeless because they always see me helping. And I can say that I'm blessed, really blessed. Blessed to have you guys because you guys do a lot of work for us and make a difference. So thank you to every each one of you, the City of Norwalk, our team, everyone, and to Councilwoman Ana Valencia because she was every day behind. But you know what, I want to say thank you. Thank you because a lot of people, they deserve second chances. And not everyone is a drug addict. It's challenge in life that happen, things happen. And you know what? We have the right to keep going and make it better. So, and you have my word that I'm gonna work really hard in my community to make sure that people that wanna go to school, they wanna make the difference and do better, are gonna be there to help you. And you someone asked us, let's don't forget the people that are living in the motel, the families. There are so many families that are living. And some days you have money to buy food, sometimes you don't have money to buy room, to pay your room. And I had a family that didn't have money to pay for their room. And so they get evicted and they have 2 kids. I turned to social media to get the help for that family, and I'm so grateful that we got a place. But let's don't forget the people that are hurting us, because it's a lot of people. And I want to say thank you, Jesus Gomez, Ossie Ramos, because honestly, you guys were there. Jesus,
Thank you, Claudia. And I know we have some residents. Thank you so much again, for joining us. You're part of the Norwalk family, and we welcome you here to the city. So thank you. Let's give a round of applause for all the tenants who are here. And then lastly, before we end, and I ask all the speakers and representatives to follow me to the front for the ribbon cutting. I also want to give a big shout out to the County Internal Services Department, our ISD. Thank you so much, ISD. They're the ones who set everything up at 6:30 in the morning to make sure we had everything ready to go. Yes, Supervisor, it's your program.
Can I? It doesn't feel like it.
I'm keeping things ready.
No, you know what? I do. I love Ivan, and it's so really great to hear how so many of you have relied on him. I know Bob, you call him like daily, clearly, for projects that have nothing to do with his portfolio in my office. But you know what? That says a lot, because if there's a problem, he wants to solve it, and he's the guy. Let me just make an unscripted plug listening to Claudia talking about how there are so many behind us and so many people are having a hard time right now. I will say, you know, with the government shutdown, and no matter whose side you're on and whose fault you think it is, there are a lot of people that are suffering and could lose their CalFresh, their SNAP benefits. We know there are some federal employees who are not getting paid, and more people are needing to drive through a food bank, people that never have before. So the County of Los Angeles is initiating a full-on Let's Help Our Food Banks project. So if you can donate to a local food bank, if as a city you can put out some collection boxes to collect food at your city hall, and then we'll figure out how to get it to a food bank. And we're urging people to start their holiday giving campaigns now. Like, we know a lot of you do things during Thanksgiving and Christmas and Hanukkah. Start it now. There are some people that are gonna need food who have never needed it before. So just putting the word out to everybody here today, if there's anything you can do to, you know, beef up the food banks, no pun intended, beef up the food banks, we would appreciate it, because there's gonna be a lot of people in need. So thank you for that. Okay, back to you, Ivan.
Thank you. Before we get to the ribbon cutting, Claudia just wanted to give one more thank you.
I want to give thank you to Adrian. Adrian, you make this possible. You work so hard. You make sure every single appointment I was there. Every day you were calling me, day and night. Make sure tomorrow you're going to be there. You have to be there. So I want to say thank you to Adrian, to Michael, Ashley, and their team for the wonderful work they do and dedication they have. Also to the Sheriff Department, the whole team, public safety, they're wonderful. Every time I call them to get help for the people there in the motels, they need food or shelter, everything. Thank you, because you guys, you really make the difference, and you putting hope right there in the people's life that they're struggling every day. So thank you. Thank you.
All right, and with that, with all the speakers who participate, our representatives, council members, please follow me with the golden scissors to the